At the Playmakers Network, sports are more than games. They're a community. From basketball and college football to professional wrestling and Rams football, our shows keep fans informed, entertained, and connected. Watch live, listen on your favorite podcast platform, and join the conversation. The Playmakers Network. Sports, community, conversation.
Sound like some Viking music, don't it?
Yeah, gotta get it out the mud, that's the only way to win. Who am I to point the finger like I never ever seen? Been through the ups and downs like the letter N. They don't let you through the door, better kick that again. Cause that's the only way to win. That's the only way to go. Gotta get it out the mud, gotta get it out the flow. Cause that's the only way to go, let's go.
Shoot, lights out. Happy Monday.
Wait, you no. You sound too cheerful.
It's Monday. What you want me to do?
You sound like doggone Sesame Street.
Well, Monday means it's our show.
Look, I'm happy that we're doing Shooting Lights Out for the third Monday in July. I'm happy that I'm here with you, but I did not want to hear Conjunction Junction. What's your function? As soon as we begin the show.
I ain't say nothing like that. That's
No, I know, but you gave me one of those sing-songy tunes that I would hear when I was 5.
Coming from the guy that loves to sing whenever he can.
I don't sing nursery rhymes. Happy Monday. I don't do that.
That's all I say. Happy Monday.
Oh, Lord.
I ain't put nothing else to that but a happy Monday. Because
Fine.
on Mondays.
Happy Monday to you. You feel better now?
Hey, you the one complaining, not me. I'm good. Okay, it's Monday. That means I get to talk basketball. And then later on wrestling. Mm-hmm. Which I'm pretty sure I don't know how much fun that's gonna be later on, to be honest.
That's gonna be a lot of fun, considering our brother. Shout out to you, one Mr. McCain. Much love to you, my man. I want to hear you go in on the things that we saw on Saturday night's main event.
I'll save my thoughts for the show. But I hope y'all enjoyed the weekend. Hope you enjoyed the World Cup final. Shout out to Spain, World Cup champions. Congratulations to the Spaniards. Man.
Yeah, congrats to the Spaniards.
NBA. NBA, do y'all want to take notes on Spain? That's how you play defense.
Screw the NBA. Soccer.
That was an offensive performance of a lifetime. Jeez.
I mean, the men in the round 16 showed you defense. They got it.
Spain gave up one goal in the entire tournament.
And shout out a really talented Argentinian team in the final. Yeah. Shut them out.
Shout out to Spain. Man, they shout out Argentina. They shout out France. They shout out Portugal. That is Lionel Messi. That is Kylian Mbappe. And that's Cristiano Ronaldo. The three names that everybody know in football couldn't score on Spain. Mm-hmm. That's what they mean when they say defense wins championships.
And defense does. I mean, and it does not. I mean, defense in football, in baseball, in soccer, in hockey, and yes, and even in basketball, it translates well. You stop the opponent from scoring, chances are you improve your chances of winning a chip, no matter the sport. So yeah, shout out to Spain. Yeah.
Shout out to Spain. Also, a shout out to Ryan Wolf, the Open champion. So we got to crown some champions over the weekend. We'll get to another champion in a minute, even though me and Coach Johnson actually care less about that, but it is part of the show. So
yeah,
we got a nice full court slam for you today.
If it means we get to crap on Kathy Engelbert again, count me in.
I mean, it's your segment. Oh no, I don't think I'm doing is providing the topic for this one. That's all I'm doing. But it's actually a topic that needs to be discussed. Featuring two of the most polarizing figures in the WNBA, by the way. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. Also, weekend recap from the WNBA as we going into All-Star break, and especially the games to watch going into All-Star break as well. But Mr. Johnson, it is a Monday, so we want to thank everybody for watching us on our YouTube channel, the Playmakerz Network YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. Thank you for watching on my personal LinkedIn page, Darnell Silence LinkedIn page. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and like this video, share this video, comment, okay? So we can get things going. You can hear the podcast version of this. Where they can hear the podcast version of this, Mr. Johnson?
Oh, well, they could hear it on, let me see, Spotify. They can hear it on iHeartRadio. They can hear it on Amazon. They also can hear it anywhere you can download podcasts. And also, we do come to you live on the Real Wise Radio Network. Shout out to my boy Wise Lefe, and to let you know, mentality is back. Oh yeah. Boy. Mentality is back, baby.
If mentality is back, that means Bizarro Wise is back.
Ooh. Life is good when we get Bizarro Wise on the mic.
And those of you who are new to watching Shooting Lights, so we like to throw a question of the show out there, or a question of the day.
And the question of the day for this episode is the following. Did the WNBA handle the Caitlin Clark and Sandy Brondello situations fairly? Why or why not? Post your answer below if you're watching the YouTube channel. Post your answer below this video. And if you haven't done so already, like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the Playmakerz Network YouTube channel.
So now that we got the pleasantries and we got the setup correctly, I think it's time to do a heat check. No, we haven't done a heat check in a while.
No, all you gotta do is step outside for the heat check.
Yeah, true that. Contender though in pretend. No, that's for college basketball, and that's not coming back around. Mm-hmm. That's not coming back around till November. Nah, maybe later than that. Flagrant. No, even though Coach Johnson would like me to do a flagrant foul, but no, that's not.
Oh yes, I would. Yes.
Damn, what I'm missing?
The Iron Unkind. No, that's not it.
I don't even know how we'll turn that into a segment, by the way. But
what, Iron Unkind?
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Tim Brandt. That's one of my favorite sayings I've ever heard on any broadcast. Yeah, this is the time of the show and the time of the week where all of you take a trip with us around the hardwood.
Yep, I know what that means.
Come on.
He's getting in that mode. We have hit mid-July. He's getting in that mode. I'll explain later on.
I love that. I love that jingle. That was a good find for you, bro. That was a good find.
I try. I try. All right, Mr. Johnson.
All right, all the do's and the don'ts. All right, how about former Thunder player, yes, former Lou Dort. Well, the Thunder, as they always do in the off season, they make things interesting. They make a surprising three-team deal, sending Mr. Dort to Atlanta. He's now peace up and A-Tan Dan. So the Thunder, they make moves. One of their elite perimeter defenders, they go bye-bye from Oklahoma City. They say hello to Atlanta. Now, this actually bolsters the Hawks' defensive prowess, which, well, when you saw how they got eliminated in Game 6 of the opening round to the eventual world champs, you understand what a good move this was. Now, also part in this three-team deal is the worst city that God ever created. I'm sorry. Dallas. Now, I love the city. Any sports team in the city gots to go. Gots to go. I'm sorry. This actually might be the biggest offseason surprise thus far. Your thoughts on Lou Dort to the Hawks and the Mavericks being involved and being the third team in this deal?
Did not see this trade coming, which goes to show you that business is business.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it.
I ain't even have OKC in my radar during the offseason. Like, they did what they did in the draft. They just getting ready for the season. And next thing you know, bam. Well, damn.
But I'm surprised they wanted to let go of Lou Dort. I mean, he was a big part of last year's championship run. I guess they figure, 2025's championship run. So I figured, he didn't figure in as much, I guess, this past year. I was like, let's get something from him or for him.
Very surprising, but hey. Let's see. Atlanta has gotten better on defense. Again. OKC got more draft picks.
Again.
And Dallas, I see y'all building something, but it's still July. We ain't in October yet. I have to see how all this works out for Dusty May in his first season.
I forgot about him. I forgot about old Dusty.
I'm surprised you forgot because you read the whole article.
I know. I forgot that he made that stupid decision. Son, how'd you go from defending national champs to a moribund franchise such as the... Never mind. It's not about Dusty May.
It's not.
It's really more about Lou Dort, and I'd be upset. Although, yes, I know the Hawks are on the rise. He's being traded off of a team that pretty much would be one of the two top contenders in the West to make it out and be in the finals. Because pretty much for the next 5-6 years, barring injury, it will either be the Thunder or the Spurs that will make it out the West. I'd be pissed if I was Lou. Pissed! You want me gone? Yeah, I know it's his business. Yeah. Warriors claim Vegas title. NBA, they wait.
Whoa.
Look, I'm not gonna focus on a whack summer league championship.
This is the first opportunity for the young players to get a
Okay,
little bit of NBA experience.
okay, fine. So the Warriors in the summer league that happens in Las Vegas, they hoist up a BS summer camp championship trophy. Yasser Lindenberg, he pretty much dominated the championship game. The Warriors, they defeated the Grizzlies 94-90 in the final. Lazarwood, they dropped 21 points and got 10 boards. He was named the championship game MVP. A strong finish for the Warriors in Vegas. Now, where is LeBron going to?
Before you go there,
Any second that we have put on this is a waste. Any.
not necessarily. There are people out there that do watch the summer league and pay attention to it more than we do. Okay,
We pay attention to it to a lot. And it's whack and
Lindenberg.
boring.
But here's the reason why I put it up here. We both said after the draft that the pick of the draft was what?
Yes, it was Yaxel Lindenberg. Yes. And it is.
So
And yes, I get why taking the entertainer hat off, putting the analyst and the producer hat on. I know why you have it there. Yes, I get it. This is the first time in an NBA setting we get to see the steal of the draft, and he impressed mightily, as we both figured he would.
now you did what you needed to do in the summer. When October gets here, we will see. Because your role could be affected immensely with storyline number 3.
Where is LeBron Raymond James Sr. gonna land? Well, the schedule release now has been delayed by this whack mother. Who's a professional, Cole? Professional.
It is not his, by the way, it is not his fault. The reason why they chose to delay this, okay?
I'm not blaming it on him. I'm blaming it on that bald fool, Adam Silver, who confirmed that the league hadn't finished the next season's scheduling, because the announcement where LeBron James is going had not been announced. TV partners in the NBA are also waiting to see where the 23 24-year player is going to land. Retire. Land in Springfield, Mass.
He's not ready to go that route yet.
Yes, he is.
No,
he's ready to go now.
No, he's not.
LeBron has remained publicly mum, as we saw, as you saw in FanFest over the weekend, where Tyrese Halliburton tried to pump him for some information. LeBron was basically playing coy on purpose. This is pissing me off. We're dealing with a senior citizen and dealing with a senior citizen delaying the off season. Crime. I'm sorry.
He's a senior citizen. Then what are you calling yourself?
Ancient.
What?
ANTIENT, ancient.
Wow.
That man is 41. I'm a lot older than 41. I know this.
He said ancient. Jeez. I didn't expect ancient to come out. Now I get it. We want to know where LeBron's going. You still could have made a schedule and flex games around.
Thank you.
Like we want to see the schedule. We want the schedule. We want to know what's going to be on Christmas because that's like one of the most important dates of the NBA season is Christmas.
Who's playing Christmas? Who's playing Milky?
We already know the Knicks are open tonight.
Yeah, who the Knicks are going to be playing opening night.
And it ain't going to be LeBron James.
Heck, it might be the Spurs.
So you can do that. And plus, we're getting a double. You know what? They might be doing that double header with trying to figure out if LeBron going to stay out west so they can
that's definitely what they're doing. It's like, okay, so we already know the East Coast game is going to be the Knicks hosting somebody. So then the West Coast game. Oh, do they want to put the Warriors out there? Or will they not have someone to put in that West Coast slot?
And somebody in the chat needs to hear this next statement I'm going to say, but first I'm going to throw him up here.
Snowman in the house. Snowman went to media. You can catch him on Snowman in the morning, every morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. He says, hey, Snowman checking in. The Snowman in the morning birthday roast is set for tomorrow. And yes, happy birthday, brother. His birthday's not today. It is tomorrow. And I would love to join you. Unfortunately, other commitments have come in the way.
By the way, you owe me an apology, by the way. Not
Who?
you, him.
Oh, I was like, who owe you an apology?
He owed me an apology, by the way. But nevertheless, the finalists for the teams that are still in the running for one LeBron James. Number one, the Golden State Warriors, who is Snowman's team.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't not the woods yet, as he thought.
We need to see it.
The Cleveland Cavaliers. The Miami Heat. The Philadelphia 76ers, and a team that Mr. Johnson didn't think would still be around. The Minnesota Timberwolves.
The team that I was surprised that still might even have a shot is that he actually might go back to the Lakers. And I'm like, come again? I thought he opted out of being the team altogether. Why am I seeing reports that he actually might go back there?
Hey.
He ain't gonna go to the Timberwolves.
But they are one of the finalists. That's all.
They may win the finals. He ain't going to the Twin Cities.
El Dusto, what's going on?
Oh, Dustin Henry, one half of No Credentials Required. El Dusto 67. He says, what I can't believe about the situation with LeBron is teams are still waiting on him like it's 2010. He's not the face of the league anymore. Thank you.
No, he continued.
He says, waiting for him to set the schedule is ridiculous. Pardon me while I stand up and applaud. We ain't partying like it's 2010. I'm going to take my talents to South Beach. No, you ain't, motherfucker.
He might go back to South Beach.
He ain't going back to South Beach. He don't want to deal with Riley again.
Then why are they one of the finalists then, if that was the case?
Giannis, as you said, and I agree with you. But he don't want to deal with Riley. But he don't want to deal with Riley.
He might not want to do it. Then he would take that off the table. Why would you go work? Why would you go somewhere you don't want to deal with people? No.
That chump don't want to deal with Riley. That's the reason why he left.
I don't know. What I'm saying is they should not be a finalist. That's what I'm saying. They shouldn't even be in the running, is my point. Yeah, if that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, all reports were that was why he left Miami. It's like he couldn't deal with Patrick Riley being the man that he was, and he couldn't deal with that energy on him. So I'm like, okay, I get that.
And then again, it's been 8 years, so things change with time.
Yeah. Believe that all you want.
And he did play with Bam Adebayo in the Olympics, and he got to reconnect with Coach Spo during the Olympics. So
I know he's had a really good relationship with Spo. And yeah, it was cool he connected with Bam. And Giannis is there. But we know he ain't going to South Beach.
Philly is still out there. I don't even know how that's going to work.
I could see him probably going there if he
I don't
wants
see
to
it.
play.
There's too many. There's too
the,
many people that need the ball in their hand.
the only way I say he will go there is if he actually does consider himself to be like a number 2 option. But I 100% agree with you. With him, with
Number
Embiid,
2,
with Jaylen Brown,
he'll be a third option.
and with Tyrese Maxey. You got 4 guys who need the ball and only one ball to circulate between the 4. I agree with you.
Yeah, he'll be the third option, and Joel Embiid would be the 4th option. Basically, what Cole Johnson is saying is literally Cavs, Warriors, and somewhat the Timberwolves, which is interesting. I didn't know he was looking at Minnesota.
The Timberwolves is an interesting one, and I get why. Who wouldn't want to play next to Ant? I mean, he's the most explosive player in the game right now. So, yeah, I get why. But that Negro does not want to be cold November through April.
There you go. We still waiting on LeBron James to make a freaking decision.
LeBron James.
So the NBA can actually do their actual job and give us a freaking schedule.
Dummies.
That's enough of the NBA. Let's go to the women's NBA.
Thank the Lord. Because I told you, wasting our time with the Summer League and LeBron wanting to circle jerk everybody in the NBA is too much time.
Hey, news is news, man.
In the return game for Angel Reese to Chicago, the Dream going up against the Sky. Unfortunately, even though the Dream won, Angel Reese had to exit the game.
That game is in Atlanta, by the way, not in Chicago.
Oh, it was in Atlanta. Okay, well, do your drum. I'm sorry. Well, in her first game against her former team,
Second.
Okay, fine. Second.
You ain't keeping up.
No.
The first one actually televised, and how you not keep up with that one?
Because they both. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It was wonderful. Unfortunately, Miss Reese had to leave the game due to a leg injury. The Dream beat the Sky 93-91. She suffered a leg injury in the fourth quarter. Unfortunately, did not return. Now, Jordan Canada's buzzer beater basically was what sealed the deal for the Dream. The injury update and severity of it, that is to be determined and still to come because she is still being evaluated. Your thoughts as to the severity of Angel Reese's leg injury?
I saw the highlights. Let's just say I'm gonna be everybody else. I'm on pins and needles right about now.
And that sucks because she's one of the biggest reasons why we do tune in to watch.
The reason why we're on pins and needles, since Coach, as I know he didn't see it, it's a non-contact injury.
Oh, and those are, for those who don't know, you see it more so in football than you do in basketball and baseball and hockey. But they do happen in those other sports too. Those normally are worse because it is. I hate describing it this way. It is the natural elements that is causing the separation or the debilitation or the snapping. And it sucks when that happens. It sucks when the field or the diamond or the ice or the court does it to you. So, and you could say, well, you know, she may have slipped on some sweat. It's possible. Who knows? But what we do know is that sucks. A non-contact injury, yeah, that really sucks.
The fact we closing in on 4:30 and we have no news yet makes me very worried.
Yeah, I do not want to hear she's out for the season.
Because
I most certainly do not want to hear if it's an ACL, LCL, or MCL tear. So I don't want to hear that either.
Because the final news on this one, I do have an update on it. Reason why it makes me nervous about injuries.
Well, and that would be Paige Beckers of the Wings. She also exited her game against the Sparks. And her team actually beat the Sparks as well. Beckers put down 25 before she exited late in the fourth quarter as well. A collision with Nneka Ogwumike sent her to the locker room early. Dallas held on to a 90-82 victory over the Sparks, despite losing their star player. Now, early reports are encouraging. The status has been monitored, and the results are...
She does not have a concussion. She is not in league concussion protocol. But she will be missing tonight's game against the Liberty.
Precaution. Good. Okay, I'm glad that it was not a bad injury. They're taking precautions. Good. I'm glad that she is able to continue onward, and it's not all that bad. I'm glad to hear that. But
Still
Angel, we're with you. Our prayers are with you, girl.
We wait on an update for Angel Reese, but we do have word Paige Beckers does not have a concussion, and she'll be missing tonight's game against New York Liberty in Dallas.
Yeah, I know that you play for the team that I like the least in the WNBA. I don't want to see anybody injured, so I'm glad, Paige, that you're not. I'm glad you're not injured.
And that will conclude Around the Hardwood. All right, we're going to take a break here. And when we come back, a full recap from the weekend in the WNBA, including the two games we just talked about.
Success starts with the right setup. Whether you're working, creating, gaming, or building your next big idea, Odin Lakes helps you create a workspace designed for comfort and productivity. From ergonomic chairs to modern office solutions, Odin Lake is built for the grind. Work smarter, create better. Discover Odin Lake today through the Playmakerz Network.
Poppy J.
You got the option to cry for the government. You got the option to protest. You got the option to keep buying, but this is also an option.
Wise El Jefe.
We're the first tech geeks. We're the first gamers. We're the first everything. Everything. Like Gen X's, we are the ones.
BS3 Network proudly presents the crew from the New York boroughs who never wants that smoke. Nah, they want that fire. Poppy J and Wise El Jefe. Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
Big game today? Don't spend it in the kitchen. CookUnity delivers fresh, chef-crafted meals straight to your door so you can spend less time cooking and more time enjoying the action. Whether it's football season, basketball season, or fight night, CookUnity has you covered. Fill your day with CookUnity. Get started today through the Playmakerz Network.
And welcome back to Streaming Lights Out here. And with CookUnity, you get 50% off on your first week's order. So if you don't mind, hit that link in our show notes. Sign up for CookUnity and get 50% off your first week's order.
CookUnity.
Now that we are back, we're going to jump into it and run the fast break.
That this guy is shown. Let me shut up. James off the steal.
Rebound by Adams, his sixth. Morant blows by Primo. Attack.
As we get ready to run a fast break from what happened in the weekend that was in the WNBA.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And I hate the fact that I got to start with this first, but here you go, Mr. Johnson.
All right. The game of the week was the New York Liberty. They decided to travel to the Midwest to play the Indiana Fever, who, how can I put this? Not been great at home, but they've been doing pretty well without this one player. I can't remember her name. The one that likes to flip and flop like a fish on the court. Anyway, this was a no contest this past Saturday. 108-88 was the final score. And unfortunately for the Liberty, after the first quarter, they just shot themselves all in the foot. Kelsey Mitchell, she gave you 33 points on 10 of 14 shooting from the field. She hurt them from deep, hurt the Liberty from deep, 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. Breanna Stewart on the losing cause, 26 points on 10 of 16 shooting and 8 rebounds. The Fever basically decided to put the distance on them in the second half, and they ran the Liberty out of the cornfields.
Yet again, we go into halftime with the lead, and then the third quarter happens. Again, 30-12 in the third quarter. Mr. Johnson?
Sir.
I'm going to tell you what I did after the third quarter. I cut the TV off.
That's what I'm talking about. That's right.
You know why I cut the TV?
You are.
You know why I cut the TV? You know why I cut the TV off? Because we'll celebrate my brother's birthday. I'm like, no, they is not finna ruin this night.
Shout out to your cancer brother. Lord have mercy. So you were watching this game and you were celebrating your brother's birthday.
The game came on at 8. We weren't going to get started till around about 9. Really, the party didn't stop until about after midnight, but neither here nor there. I said, third quarter, yep, I'm turning this game on. I said, you know what, here, I gave it to my other brother. Like, hey, you do whatever you want with it. I ain't watching this no more.
Mm-hmm.
Why we can't put a 40 minutes together?
And now you see why I want him to do a flagrant foul. Because he wants to roast the Liberty so bad.
No, I'm trying to be nice. It's a first year under the new coach. I'm trying to be nice. I'm not trying to be like Dre, okay?
Dre of Dre Day, and we love you, Dre. And look, you were rocking it, bro, with the WNBA coverage on Sports Day with Dre Day. For those who don't know, he wants the current coach of Liberty gone and Teresa Weatherspoon to go back and be the head coach of the Liberty again.
But at this rate right now, I'm not pleased right now, okay? So I'm trying to hold on. Chris DeMarco.
I'm holding on. It's very hard to do when the winds are gone. And that's no lie. Holding on.
This together.
It's very hard to do when the winds are gone.
And remember, you're in New York.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, not only you in New York, you in New York the year the Knicks won the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
So get it together. And yes. And those of you want to know, yes, I really wrote this. I literally wrote that whole bottom half myself.
That would be Kelsey Mitchell getting you 33, and 4 other Fever players score also in double figures as they blew out the Liberty in the second half.
63 to freaking 39. Wow. By the way, I will say this on behalf of Dre Day. Kelsey Mitchell need to be part of the MVP conversation.
Well, if she put up stats like this, she most certainly should.
So if y'all have an MVP conversation, I better hear Kelsey Mitchell's name, okay? Do not sit here and try to do that whole thing with Caitlin Clark. No, Kelsey Mitchell has been the leader of that team this season. Kelsey Mitchell's name needs to be in the MVP conversation. Now, enough of this atrocity that I saw Saturday night.
Other scores all around the WNBA. On Friday, we had the Tempo hosting the Dream, and the Dream put the Tempo to sleep. 111-92. Naz Hillman gave you 24 points on perfect shooting from the field, 8 of 8. Angel Rishi added 23 and gave you 12 gave you 12 boards in the win for Atlanta. Also on Friday night, the Fever hosted the Storm, and they put the Storm out. 111-107. Caitlin Clark, oh good Lord, not with what she achieved. She gave you the first ever 40-point and 10 assist game in WNBA history with 45 points and 10 dimes. I was grimacing on that. I was grimacing on talk of, well, this is proof that Caitlin Clark is the face of the league. Yeah. On
that
Saturday,
debate will come later.
Yes, I know it will. On Saturday, the Valkyries hosted the Mystics, and the Mystics were dismissed by the Birds, 74-69. Gabby Williams, she went for 18, and Veronica Burton, she gave you 11 and 5.
11 points, 11 assists, and 5 rebounds.
In Valkyries, in another Valkyries victory.
You cannot score on these girls. You just can't score on these girls.
They are the. I'm loving the Valkyries for the fact that they invest themselves on the defensive end of the floor.
You see 111 and 92. You see 107 and 111. Then you get to Valkyries
74-69. I mean, they're like, you is not gonna score, and if you do score, you're gonna earn every single point. I love teams like that. I don't care if it's the NBA, WNBA. I love it when you have, or college, women or men's. I love it when you have teams who basically say to the opposing squad, you're gonna have to earn every single bucket you get, because we're gonna limit you to one shot. You may even feel some if you drive down the lane, and if you bricking from deep, you most certainly are in trouble.
I mean, can anybody? I need to go look at the Valkyrie schedule. I need to see how many teams scored 70 on them, and how many of those came in W's. Because you cannot score on these girls. They would not let you score.
I love it.
They lost 7 times this year. They are 19-7. 19-7, man.
What did we say? What did we say early in this segment? Defense wins championships.
Yep. Okay, early in the season, the Storm scored 80. You know who won that game?
Yeah, the Storm did.
No, the Valkyries did. They scored 91.
Well, yeah, I know.
The Mercury got to 79, but the Valkyries put up 95. Okay, here's a game that they didn't get to 70. That was against the Sky, and that was 63-69. Jeez. Okay, the Fever got them when they dropped 90. The Aces got them when they dropped 91.
So the teams that have offensive firepower that actually bring it that night can give the Valkyries trouble.
Well, the first meet with the Liberty, they scored 70 and got boat race in the second half.
Hence why I said can bring it. I mean, you can have the offensive firepower, but if you don't bring it, you're going to get what you get with the Liberty. But that offensive firepower they basically have to be on, is what I'm saying.
The Lynx got them when they dropped 87, 3-point win for the Lynx. The Aces got them again when they put up 84. Dallas got the 80, but it was a losing effort. The Lynx get pretty much. If you ain't the Lynx or the Aces, you can't touch the Valkyries. They held the Dream. They held the Dream to 66 points. The second time they made the Liberty, they held them to 67 points. The way they play defense, man, it is just
they lock you down. They invest in locking you down, and as I said, I love teams that defensively, as a unit, they invest hard on the defensive end, as you see many teams invest in the offensive end. So we know now how the Valkyries are getting down. And if this remains in September and October, watch out. Watch out.
All right, the rest of the week.
All right, on Friday, we have the Sparks showing very little spark again as they lost to the Sky. And the Sun decided to roast the Mercury. What's wrong with your Mercury? The Sun, they're horrible. They're terrible. They're moribund. You let this crappy team beat you? Something's wrong with you. How you boat race the Aces and then get run by the Sun? How? That was Friday. The other game on Saturday was the Lynx dousing the Fire. And then on Sunday, we mentioned, of course, the Wings Sparks game. The Wings beat the Sparks. I also mentioned the Dream Sky game, the Dream. They made the Sky have a sunset. And the Mercury returned the favor and beat the Sun. You should have swapped up.
I knew you weren't going to like this. Yeah, the Mercury and Sun split.
A Wings victory and Sun actually have a dub.
Lucky one too.
And have a dub against a good team. Wow.
Good team is kind of pushing it at this moment.
Okay. A win against at least a mediocre team. It's still whack. I'll put you like this.
I got even more bad news for you.
What?
The Sun ain't in the last place.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
Guess who's in last place? And the way this is going, they might stay in last place. So
with the Sky?
The Storm.
Oh, the Storm.
And guess what? The Mercury ain't that far off either. They only got 2 more wins than the Sun. And in Chicago, they're in the same boat too. So, Mr. Johnson, you might need to make some phone calls.
The job, son, is to be the worst team this year in the WNBA so that when we get to April, we can draft Juju Watkins. That's the goal. That's the job. Get to it.
I don't think she's coming out after next year, to be honest with you.
Will it be crappy in 2027 too?
That's unless they win the whole thing. If they win the whole thing, then she might be coming out. But yeah, that would do it for the fast break.
That this guy has shown. Let me shut up. James off the steal. James with the stop.
Rebound by Adams, his 6th. Morant, loaded by Primo. Attack.
Yeah. Good fast break, Coach. That's good fast break.
Yeah, it was.
And Mr. Dustin has something to say.
Dustin, who's very knowledgeable in basketball, he says, Great work on the graphics, and I second that.
Yeah, Justin, the code didn't come up with those graphics.
No, that was all Playmaker.
But thank you, though.
Mm-hmm.
It would be something code would have done.
Oh, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break. A little extended break on this one. So we're going to give you about 3 minutes. Get you some snacks, get you a drink, because we're going to have a very good discussion. Because when we come back after this commercial break, it is the Full Court Slam.
No matter what you are watching, one thing stays the same. You got to represent your team the right way. Whether it's jerseys, hats, or hoodies, what you wear is part of the experience. If you're looking to upgrade your gear or getting ready for the next game, we got you covered. Hit the link in the description and shop officials licensed gear through Fanatics. Every team, every league, every fan. Don't just watch the game, represent it.
The Big Ten.
You can say you're not impressed. You can say you're not happy. You can say all these things, but no, whatever the case may be, the Buckeyes are on top of the football world. And it's just where it is.
The SEC.
But I blame one person for this.
One person. What one person are you going to be blaming? Good. I don't give a crap.
Big 12.
That team right there, that is ranked 15, that put up 45 points.
Yes, sir.
They were picked dead last at the beginning of the season.
The ACC.
Quote, feeling the blues in Death Valley, close quote. Duke ends a 45-year drought in Clemson. You are coaching a team, son. Get with the program and worry about your program.
The CLP rankings, do away with that.
Right.
Do away with it.
Bring down the gridiron on the Playmakers Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts.
Football season is almost here. Whether you're heading to the stadium or watching from home or representing your team every day, NFL Shop has the gear fans need. Shop official jerseys, sideline apparel, hats, collectibles, and the latest merchandise from across the NFL. Get game day ready and support Ramley Talk when you shop through our NFL Shop affiliate link. NFL Shop, official merchandise, official fan gear. Horns up.
Rams fans all around the world.
It's a beautiful thing to be a Rams fan right now. Stafford's back.
Lend me your ears, or should I say lend Playmaker your ears, as he breaks down week by week everything in the Los Angeles Rams canon.
Number 99, Aaron Donald. Can't wait for 2029 to come to know that you are going in the Hall of Fame, and it should be first ballot, no questions asked. NFL Underground, if number 99 says I'm coming back for one more year.
Join the Playmaker as he breaks down everything Los Angeles Rams style in Ramley Talk on the Playmakers Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts.
Ladies and gentlemen, bearing down the gridiron, it returns in about 2 weeks. That's right. August the 5th, season 5 of Bearing Down the Gridiron will come right at you. So we're going to hit the ground running when August gets flipped. And we're going to hit college football real hard. Oh, yes, we are.
Oh, it's going to be, season 5 going to be, might be one for the ages between me and him.
Yeah. Last year was awesome. So, yeah, it might be even better.
It might be one for the ages because me and him, now we had got some years under our belts together now. Oh, my gosh. It's rocking and rolling. Yeah. What? They ain't the only one returning in August.
That's right. And staying in football, and unfortunately, I don't have anything to do with that one. Ramley Talk will return for season 7 on August the 13th. So yes, we will be seeing more football come back onto the Playmakers Network YouTube channel and the Playmakers Networks brand of networks, I should say. Ramley Talk, August 13th, starting season 7. Bearing Down the Gridiron returns to season 5 on August the 5th.
I'm going to the 7th season of Ramley Talk.
That's good that you've actually talked about the Rams for 6 years. That's impressive.
I got a Super Bowl out of it too.
Yeah, got a Super Bowl and came close to another Super Bowl trip this past year.
And doesn't.
So yeah,
appreciate you, Dustin. Appreciate it.
Yes, and Dustin says, "Awesome job, Playmaker. They are sleek." Yeah. It's making me when I do roll up my sleeves and return to do the morning shift. I'm gonna have to lean hard on Playmaker, not to have him do the graphics, but I'm gonna have to lean on him to actually get them sleek type of design so I can have the program look the way I want it to look.
Okay. This is what it is.
He says, "Man, I can't believe we're close to football." And Mr. Henry definitely can't believe we're close to football because he is still in a daze. For those who don't know, he is a Seahawks fan, and for 5 months he's been able to brag about his team being the best in football. So again, congratulations to your Seahawks and you being one of the 12th men in embracing this all season being.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Count your days. You and the Seahawks, count your days.
And of course, Playmaker being salty since the Seahawks ushered out the Rams in 2 classic games in Seattle. One of the regular season and in the NFC Championship game.
2 freaking plays. 2 plays.
2 classics in Seattle.
And it had to be on special teams in both of them too. It just had to be on special teams. Mm-hmm. Two plays is the reason why the Seahawks are hosting the Lombardi Trophy and not the Rams. 2 plays. And yes, I'm still salty about it.
Well, why are you salty still, Playmaker? It's been 6 months. Talk to me.
You shut up, Houston.
It's been 6 months. You shouldn't be salty about
you still salty about your team. Don't even try that.
Well, yeah, you're right. I'm still pissed off that we looked horrible in Foxborough, but that's besides the point. But yes, I'm the same as I think we're both the same as you, Dustin. I can't believe football season's this close to as well. He says, "Look, I can't get into college football though. I like keeping Saturdays free. You're a smart man. You keep
Saturdays free, but still be in the college football. You can pick and choose when you want to watch.
You're a smart man because I'm a Texas Longhorns fan, and I was pissed all season about them.
He's gonna be pissed off when we get to that preview, which is like about be episode 3 of season 5.
Mm-hmm. And I'm probably gonna be even more pissed off this year.
Yes. Because funny thing is, guess what this week is? The SEC's media they started today. So yeah, all that information is coming out this week, which means Coach Johnson gonna have all the news that he's gonna hear from the SEC media today, and he's gonna be pissed off with how this is going.
So for those who don't know, that will be, if you're looking on the calendar, it'll be 1 month from yesterday. So August 19th, I'm going to unload on my Longhorns. He says, "I like to think I don't brag too much. Can't say the same for my co-host on Seahawks sessions, though."
Fair enough, because you really don't brag.
No, he doesn't.
I'll give Dustin that.
He doesn't. That's why I had to give him an extra congrats, because he's the type that doesn't brag. He's also
I get it now. I get it now.
He says, "Look, if I get into college football, Ryan would want to cover it.
I get it now. I get it now. Meaning the Saturday show won't be like it is now.
No, it'll be longer.
No, it'll be. It'll be different.
Yes, it'll be longer, or it'll be different. Yes,
I get it now.
Or I should say there'll be more of them, because they always do, and I love them. They do some special Saturday episodes, and I've been invited to a few of them.
Ryan, though. I love Ryan.
Oh, look, those two, I love them both. Seriously, Dustin, awesome, and Ryan, awesome. Every time I'm on, no credentials required. I have a ball. I have a fun time. So it doesn't matter when, doesn't matter the topic, doesn't matter how. I love it when I get a chance to talk anything within sports.
They got a chemistry like me. You got a chemistry. It just works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just naturally flows.
Speaking of naturally flows, this should be fun because, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a very good discussion, mostly Mr. Johnson, because now it's time for the full court slam.
This goes to best woman player in the world. You're talking about the word integrity? Because they don't have any. You ain't got no balls, do you? WNBA owners, you ain't got no balls, do you? Really? So we should just tip our cups, throw through ice cubes in a small glass, and just tip the Brondello. You talk about compromising, because they'll be compromised doing it. It's on. It's the utter blasphemy. I'm sorry, my bad. Professionalism.
And welcome to this week's edition of the Full Court Slam. This week we have a very interesting topic here that we're going to go as we go back to our question of the day for the show. Did the WNBA handle the Caitlin Clark and Cindy Brondello situation fairly? Discuss your answers on why, if you're on the positive side of it, or why not, if you're on the negative side of it. Please feel free to say what you mean, say what's on your heart, what's in your head for this one, because this is going to be a nice and a good edition of the Full Court Slam. So I'm going to set it up like this as we get here and discuss the Full Court Slam. Here's the topic I'll be talking about. As you can see on your screen, we're talking about professionalism, officiating, and accountability in the WNBA. As you can see on the left side, Caitlin Clark, she had an up and down week. Wednesday, she had a outburst to a ref against the Golden State Valkyries, and people, even her fans, called her out on this outburst towards the official after that game. And then she responded, as we talked about on Friday night, with the first ever 40-10 performance with 45 points and 10 assists against the Seattle Storm. On the right side, you have Cindy Brondello, who was caught during a timeout, frustrated with her team because they could not stop one Angel Reese at the moment of time, and she said some things that was caught on the hype mic, which led to her being suspended for tonight's game with the Temple, which we will let you know who they're playing against when we get to that part of the show. She then apologized to Angel Reese, knowing that her comments did not only affect Angel Reese, but affect the entire community, entire women, black women's. And Angel Reese did speak on it. She had her comments. So, without further ado, we're going to switch roles here, and Coach Johnson will take it from here with me, pretty much being in the background.
Okay, I'm going to pause talking about Brondello for a sec. Let's have this discussion with one Caitlin Clark, shall we? people were bickering about the fact that Kayla Clark, she's not being officiated right, and she's not being judged fairly, and the league is harsh. We even had earlier, I think it was last month, one basketball aficionado, Boomer Esiason, say that she should pack up and play in Europe. So let's go to the Bay Area, or at least let's go to the game against the Valkyries on Wednesday, where you had one Miss Clark chew out the refs. And I get that some probably should say, well, you should kick her out. I mean, you shouldn't have her dress the refs down the way that she does. And she complains and she gripes and she bickers far too much. I get that. But I tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, with all sincerity, Caitlin Clark is the WNBA's cash cow. It is different than face of the league. RG3, sit down, son. I'm going to school you. Caitlin Clark is the golden goose. The league is generating money because of her more than any other player. But the face of the league is A'ja Wilson. Until Caitlin Clark can do many of the things that A'ja Wilson does and pull out the rings with it, then we could say she's the face of the league. Until then, no. And you want to know how I can actually break this down even further? I'm so glad you asked, Griffin. Michael Jordan. In 1985, he became the marketing vehicle of the NBA without question, without pause, without any hesitation. There was every other commercial break a Michael Jordan Nike commercial. And then 1986, it spurned to other things because he became the number one pitch man. And to me, he still is the undisputed pitch man that NBA has ever had. He was pitching products right, left, and center for 6 years. But guess who the face of the league was? It was either Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, or Isaiah Thomas in the latter part of the 80s. It was not Jordan. He didn't become the face of the league until he hoisted up the Larry O'Brien Trophy for the first time in June of 1991. Now, Griffin, has Caitlin Clark hoisted up a trophy in the WNBA? No. So she's not the face of the league. But she is the golden goose. She is where the bread is buttered. She is where the money rolls. So yes, if she were to roll her knee or ankle and she'd be out for the rest of the year, the WNBA will suffer. Not because she's the best player in the game or the face of the league. It is because the league draws eyeballs because you didn't give two craps about this league until this white woman came upon the scene. But then again, you have something for white women, don't you? Don't lie, Griffin. You love them white women. So I ain't shocked that you're liking this one. So yes, congrats to Clark for having her 45-10 game, the first in WNBA history. And of course, that's huge because the WNBA is in its 30th year. So it is a remarkable stat line. But Clark, I'm going to be judicious here. I'm also going to be fair. You can't act like you are wanting oxygen in your fish. I mean, wanting to not have any oxygen in your fish. You can't act as though you want to be back in water and you're out of it and you're flopping all over the place. It is bringing down your brand. Stop with the flopping, stop with the arguing, and just play the game. That is what got you here. Not this bickering to the refs, not this flopping every time someone blows their breath on you. Acting like if someone just rubbed up against you, you were shot with a 38 or a 45. It's basketball. You should be able to play through this. I mean, you're not that weak of a person. You're not that weak of a woman. You know what this is. So stop acting like a good gust of wind will mess you up. That is what faces of the league do. Faces of the league take the most abuse that you could possibly heap upon them and throw it back at the competition and say, I'm better than you. Try and stop me. That is what faces of the league does, Griffin. So if you stop pulling out your joystick and start stroking it, circle jerking yourself and others who are around you, then you will actually see that Caitlin Clark has a lot of ways to go in order to be the face of the league. Until then, she's just going to be fodder for you, and it's going to be basically good entertainment for when your wife doesn't produce for you. When she doesn't sit and spin on that joystick, then you can dream that she does. Face of the league. Why are you going to insult many of the players, let alone Asia Wilson, and not claiming that? Sad. But what's sadder, what I just can't believe we have to even deal with in 2026. And this isn't even from a player. This is from a coach, Sandy Brondello. Now, for those who are not aware of exactly what happened, I still can't believe in this 111-92 loss to the Dream on Friday that, gosh, Lord have mercy. Why would you call any player, let alone Angel Reese, a quote, a protected species? Close quote. Really? Really? Angel Reese is a species. She's not a woman. She's not a player. Well, what is she? Was she a UFO? Did she? What is she? She an it? She a predator? Protected species? Really? So Negra just didn't want to come out your mouth, but that's what you want to call her. Protected species. You should not have been suspended for one game. You should have been suspended for at least 5. You are a coach. You're a head coach. You should not impugn any player, whether it's your own or an opposing one. Where do you get off calling anybody a protected species? Not a protected human, not a protected woman, not a protected player. Species. Now, I'll say this about your comment. That's Bush League. And I could say, well, and people could say, well, I mean, come on, Cole. This is her first year, and this is the first year of the tempo. I don't give a crap. When you're the head coach of a team, whether it's basketball, baseball, hockey, football, whatever sport, if you're the head coach of it, you're supposed to be the calmest of the head that actually resides on the court, on the diamond, on the ice, or on the field. You're supposed to be the person, the guy or the woman in this case, who is on the court, who's in the action, but you have the mental acuity to elocute your point without throwing verbal, emotional, mental, or psychological or physical middle fingers at anybody. Because I say that this is tantamount to throwing a middle finger in Angel Reese's face, Brondello. Come on, you know better than this. I get that you want to defend your players. I understand why you said it. I understand why you said it from a coach's perspective, and I also understand it from a racist one too. You want to big up your players. You want to support your players. That's why you did this. You're seeing an opposing player who you believe is getting preferential treatment. You're seeing your team probably get the treatment that you don't want them to have. And so you're lobbying for your players to get better treatment. I get that. But you should not insult an opposing player, calling them a species. Lord have mercy. Well, are we surprised? Well, it's just ridiculous that you would think somebody with the brain matter of a head coach would not want to insult a player like this. But I'll say this. In your comments, Brondello, when you were talking about how the refs were treating Angel in a special manner, when you said, quote, angels, a protected species, oh, come on, you can agree it's expletive, close quote. Well, I'll say basically, oh, come on. We all can agree. You calling Angel Reese a protected species, that's bullshit. You better tighten it up, girl, and tighten it up now. You don't supposed to call any player outside of their name. Jeez. 2026, and we still have to deal with crap like this. Go ahead, Playmaker. I'm done. Go ahead.
Cindy Brondello, that's very disappointing of you. That's coming from somebody who supported you because he was a former coach of the New York Liberty and helped bring home the first ever title to the Liberty. Very disappointing that you would say such things like that. And you tend to say stuff when you're frustrated. Y'all couldn't hang with the dream. You was frustrated with your team, and you didn't like how the whistles were blowing in one direction. Which kind of brings me to an interesting point when we look at this from Caitlin Clark on a Wednesday. Going off on the ref, she felt she was fouled. And to me, I said it on the post that could have been easily an offensive foul on Caitlin Clark. You initiated contact. There's a play on. You got to play through contact, Caitlin. If you're going to drive to the hole, you're going to have to play through contact.
She ain't about that life.
You got to. There's nowhere around it. Jordan had to play through contact.
I agree.
LeBron.
She ain't about that life.
LeBron had to play through contact. Matter of fact, let's go. Aaliyah Boston got to play through contact. Kelsey Mitchell got to play through contact. And you see this from these two ladies. They play through contact and still are able to finish buckets. You're not going to get every call, Caitlin. But what you did on Friday against Seattle Storm, albeit the Storm ain't storming, so But still, when you play like that, that's what gets people excited to see you. Performances like you put against the Seattle Storm is why people come to see you play. You've done the first ever 40-10 game in the WNBA. Mario Moy hasn't done it. Candace Parker didn't do it. Diana Taurasi didn't do it. Brianna Stewart hasn't done it. The best player in the game today, Asia Wilson, hasn't done it. You've done it. You've done it. So this is what we want to see from you, Caitlin. Let the game tell the people this is why the WNBA is where it's at. Because I can do stuff like this. But which brings me to a bigger question, Mr. Johnson. And that's the WNBA. Professionalism, officiating, and accountability.
That has been, it's been a growing issue. We've been hearing a lot of complaints from players and from coaches, and the uneven way seemingly that referees are officiating the game. Yes, there is some merit to how the refs are not calling these games correctly. There is some merit to that. Unfortunately, this is giving credence to the Caitlin Clark stands. They're saying, well, this is why she's not achieving what she's achieving, because they're not calling the games right. She's getting hurt. She's getting banged up. She's getting run through, like you said earlier. You got to play through the contact, period. I don't care who you are. In basketball, men and women, it looks like, because it looks like the women are just as physical, if not more, with each other than the men are. It is a rite of passage for you to play through the contact to the point where it's like, oh, okay. So it's to the point now where the game is so tight for you that if we do blow on you, it's a foul. Caitlin Clark hasn't gotten to that point yet. Now, if she keeps up with these 45 and 10s, she will sooner rather than later. But the fact that she feels the need to bicker on court to dress down referees, it's going to take a minute, because this is what I think Ms. Clark is not understanding. These referees, the memories are long, and they will officiate you from how they feel about you. Not just if you are a stickler by the rules. So if you want to keep dressing down these referees, your road to get the championship is going to be made much tougher by your mouth.
Which brings me to what happened Saturday. Caitlin Clark got teed up because she ran into Jonquel Jones. And pretty sure Mr. Cole Jones can figure out how that went. Went into that woman on the screen.
Yeah. Probably acted like she was shot.
And the commentator said, no, that was a legal screen. She was at, you just ran into a brick wall.
Ran into a screen. And yes.
And that's when your teammates were not telling you, hey, screen.
Yep. Yep. It's, you got to get on your teammates. Tell me the screen's being set so I can run around it or not get bulldozed. And that's another reason why when you just sell these wolf tickets to the refs, your own teammates will let you take that type of stuff so you can actually get out of the, why is it unfair that I'm not getting on the calls crap? Because they'll shut their mouths and let you take a couple of lumps before you get the message. Case in point, Saturday.
JJ said a solid screen. You went right into a brick wall. I think the thing is with Caitlin Clark, since what happened to her last year, it's messing with her mentally. She feels like every time she get touched, it should be a foul. That's not how basketball works, Caitlin. You know that. You play the game long enough, you know that ain't how it works. You feeling the pressure. You're not telling nobody, but I can see it. You're feeling the pressure. All eyes are on you. That's what Tupac would say. They are squarely on you. You have brought the fans. You have brought the revenue. But guess what, Caitlin? The reason why you're feeling the pressure is because people have put you in the category of Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Steph Curry. What all those gym men have in common, Mr. Johnson?
They're champions.
Champions. What has Caitlin Clark failed to do thus far?
In college and so far the pros.
The clock is ticking. Caitlin Clark is trying to win a championship. There's a way to do it, Caitlin.
Well, in this race, she ain't gonna get one very soon.
And you have a team that can actually win a championship this year.
Mm-hmm.
I have said it on the show.
I mean, they're actually winning without you on the court.
You on the court and they're still winning. And you're not even a big headline.
Yeah, I was about to say. And on the court, they're winning, and you're not the number one reason why. Nah.
Be this highlighted what happened Saturday. What name? Who name was up there?
Kelsey Mitchell's.
Kelsey Mitchell. Who name has been up there pretty much almost every time we have done Indiana Fever?
More often than not, Kelsey Mitchell's.
Kelsey Mitchell is balling. Caitlin, all you gotta do is join the party. Just join the party. That's it. Join the party. And then if Stephanie right there tells Stephen Curry, you got a green light to do whatever you want when you get the ball. A shot. Who we talked about last week?
Well, Kelsey Mitchell?
And besides her.
Well, yeah. Sophie Cunningham. Yeah.
She get the green light to shoot. And she's hitting. And you can, and we already know you can do this. You can do 45 and 10 on night if you really want to. We know it's in you. But you have to be able to play through contact. I need Caitlin Clark to look at them and say, y'all want to beat me up physically? How about I just beat you on the scoreboard? Caitlin Clark, you can average about 15 to 20 assists. Kelsey Mitchell's gonna get buckets. Aaliyah Boston can get buckets. Sophie Cunningham can light the gym up.
That's what troubles me about Caitlin Clark's game. I believe she has the IQ to understand that, maybe I need to be a little bit more of a facilitator. And if I'm more of a facilitator, the points can come my direction. Hopefully, she has learned that with Saturday's effort. But seemingly, she doesn't think that way almost all the time. It's like I think what you said. I think the pressure is getting to her. I think the tension is mounting. You know, the literal weight of the WNBA world is on her shoulders, and she's showing it on the court. But you mentioned a really good point. If she were to play within how she could play and also within how the team is constructed, if she learns this will be an easy lesson for her. Her teammates will make the game easier for her. All she has to do is rely on them. Feed Aaliyah Boston a couple of dimes. Feed Kelsey Mitchell 3 or 4 dimes. Feed Sophie Cunningham 3 or 4 dimes. You'll be surprised how much more those women will go for you to make sure you cook. That's how it's supposed to work, Caitlin. It feeds on itself.
Now to the officiating. Outside of Wednesday, because even Caitlin Clark stands, they told Caitlin, yeah, you can't be doing that. But for the most part, you, men and women, have been doing a terrible job officiating games. It's almost like y'all picking and choosing which game you want to be physical, which game shouldn't be physical. In one aspect, somebody can get clothesline, and it's like, oh, we didn't see it. How you not see it? How you not see it? In another aspect, and this is to Caitlin Clark's defense, I think it was against the Portland Fire where the girl lost control of the ball and you called a foul on Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin didn't even touch her. She just lost control of the ball in her footing. Y'all need to get it together. Officiating, like seriously. In one game, you can have one team take 40 free throws, and the other team only get like 10. Like, no. If you're gonna call the game, call it how it's supposed. I don't F your feelings.
I love that. Say that with your chest again.
Like, F your feelings. You have a job to do. Call the game that you're supposed to be called. If there's a foul to be called, you call it. It is not a foul. You say play on, play on. Which I'm happy what the refs did on Wednesday. To me, that's a play on. Between Caitlin Clark and Kia Stowe. That's a play on. But there has been times Caitlin Clark has been hacked, and you didn't call it. Matter of fact, I give you an example. In that 45-10 game against the Seattle Storm, you could have called Caitlin Clark for a foul instead of a strip turnover on the Seattle Storm because she actually hit Fly J. Johnson on the wrist and not the ball. This is the kind of things that us fans are seeing. Not just with Caitlin Clark, but around the entire league. Forget your feelings. You call the game the way it's supposed to be called. No favoritism to Caitlin Clark, no favoritism to injuries, no favoritism to Asia Wilson. Call the game as it's supposed to be called. Which brings me to the professionalism and the accountability part. So, Coach Johnson's going to take this over once I say this person's name. Kaka Ingeberg, please step up to the jury.
See, it doesn't surprise me that all of this is taking place, and we haven't heard a peep from your behind. Not surprised that we have not heard anything from you, considering that you don't want to weigh in on anything. You want to be the Pied Piper in bringing good news, but when you have these disciplinarian actions that happen, we don't hear hide nor hair from you. Again, am I surprised? No. Is Playmakerz surprised? No. I mean, I had to read that you had to lean on Adam Silver. And he cajoled and he coerced you to suspend Alyssa Thomas for a game in having her fist rest on Caitlin Clark's throat or the side of the throat. If you didn't get that counsel from him, you wouldn't have said anything. Unless, of course, your bosses were to pressure you to say something. But it's amazing that All of this is happening. Bad refereeing, your cash cow spazzing out at times on the court and acting like she's a fish out of water, and having a head coach of one of your teams call one of your star players a quote protected species, close quote. No hide nor hair from you, and all of this is taking place. I thought commissioners were supposed to be the law and order of the league. Where are you? Oh, I know where you are. You're out on a golf course trying to make sure your handicap gets shrunk from what, 100?
While dodging Dan Patrick at the same time.
Yeah. Well, Dan Patrick actually comes to you on said golf course and you dodge him because you want to make sure your bunker game's tight. Come on, girl.
More like running from the hard-hitting questions that would be asked.
She running for softball questions too. I mean, it don't matter. She's running from the mic, just running. I mean, you might as well be like Gap Band. Keep running, keep on. You can't keep running in and out of my life. I mean, that's basically what you should do. You should sing "Yearning for Your Love" and that part at the end from the Gap Band to Kathy Engelbert. And that's what journalists should be singing to her. You can't keep running in and out of my life. I mean, that's what they should do. Because that chick is running hard. I mean, I would love to hear any comment she has about Caitlin Clark dressing down referees, because this wasn't the first time she's done it, wasn't the second, wasn't the third. This is something that she does on a regular basis. And none of you have come to her and say, calm that crap down, girl. None of you. You'll promote the fact she give you 45 and 10, but won't do jack if she dresses down the referees Wednesday and Saturday. And then you don't even come forth and say, you know, the thing about Sandy Brondello's comment, we can't tolerate that from players. We can't tolerate that from governors, and we can't tolerate that from coaches. All of us should know better than that. All of us should be about that respect. All of us. But it don't matter. The WNBA is the Wild Wild West still in year number 30. And guess why we can say that? You, Miss Engelbert, you, my dear, are MIA. And I guess you still want to be missing in action. I hope your golf game is much better than how you tend to all things Women's National Basketball Association.
That this guy has shown. Let me shut up. James off the steal. James with the stop.
Rebound by Adams, his sixth. Morant blows by Primo. Attack.
All right. Good discussion. Those of you, even if you watch the playback of this, please share your thoughts and comments on the discussion we just had.
Mm-hmm.
That was a pretty good one, man. That was a very good one.
It was.
The last break of the day, and then we'll tell you the games to watch as we go into the All-Star break.
If you're watching WWE and not repping your favorite superstar, what are you doing? T-shirts, championship hoodies, this is how you show who you ride with. Whether it's legends or the stars that are running it right now, it's all about representing your side. Hit the link in the description
Well then, so like we have technical difficulties on our end, but pretty much Monster Wrestling tonight, and I get to recap Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
And then continue our conversation as we build towards SummerSlam.
Yeah. They even had a kickoff show.
And they did have a kickoff show. And they had that Fanatics Fest too.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of interesting that y'all would do that there, but y'all usually do a kickoff show at the city where you host the event.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to do it at Fanatics Fest in New York. WWE just can't be consistent for whatever reason. But until then, games to watch as we head into the All-Star break. Tonight, Mr. Johnson.
All right. Tonight, we have the Wings. We mentioned this game a little bit earlier in the program. They will be hosting the Liberty. Tip-off will be 8 p.m. All times listed on the screen are Eastern. But, of course, this game's in Dallas, so this will be taking place 7 p.m. local time.
This is the makeup game from this game was been played last Wednesday, but travel issues with the Liberty was made it today.
Mm-hmm.
And just a reminder, no Paige Beckers tonight.
And yes, no Paige Beckers because she is on concussion protocol.
She's not in concussion protocol. She just gonna be out tonight.
Okay, so basically she's out. I'll put it this way: the official reason is it's a precaution type of thing.
How they put it, soreness, dealing with soreness.
But we pretty much know it's concussion protocol, basically. But I get why they don't say it. The Tempo, they are hosting the Aces in Toronto, 8 p.m. tip there. And the family of the NBC networks will be televising that one. Yes.
This is the game that Cindy Brondello will be missing.
And this should have been one of many. It should have been E pluribus unum. But you only having them miss one game. Anyway. Those are the early night tip-offs. The latter night tip-offs. Both games will take place 7 p.m. local time, but 10 p.m. on the East Coast. The Valkyries, they will be hosting the Mystics. And the Storm, they will be hosting the Lynx. That game, the Lynx versus the Storm, will be on the USA Network. Again, 10 p.m. Eastern.
USA, you're the better off showing the misses and the Valkyries, just to be honest with you. You picked the wrong game. You picked the wrong game. You picked the wrong game. You know the funny thing is the two games that are being televised, they have both the away teams favored by double digits. What does that tell you?
Tells you that the home team is hot garbage. And also the visiting team is considered one of the better teams in the league, if not one of the best teams in the league.
Matter of fact, 1 and 2, Lynx Aces. Mm-hmm. And then Wednesday, the final day before All-Star break, and you have a plethora of games.
Yeah, loaded to the teeth. Let's start with the games that are at 3 p.m. And I do love, this is one of the reasons why I do love the WNBA. The game between the Mercuries and the Sparks and the Lynx and the Storm are for the little kiddies. So I'm glad that you actually have that here for the children. 3 p.m. tip-off Eastern time, but noon in Seattle and in LA between the Mercury and the Sparks and the Lynx and the Storm. The action that will take place later on that night, 7 p.m. tip-off, the Liberty will be hosting the Sky. And at 7:30, the Mystics will be hosting the Aces. Again, that's a 7:30 p.m. tip in DC. At 8 p.m., the Fever will be hosting the Sun. Why is this game televised on the USA Network? I have no idea.
Yeah, you do.
And yeah, I know Caitlin Clark, but who cares? And then at 10 p.m., 7 p.m. in Portland, the Fire will be hosting the Wings. That game will be televised at 10 p.m. Eastern on the USA Network. And yes, I know it's because the Wangs will be playing, because it ain't about the Fire. So to recap, the Mercury versus Sparks at 3, the Lynx and the Storm also at 3, the Sky and the Liberty at 7, the Aces and the Mystics, they tip off at 7:30, the Sun and the Fever, they tip off at 8 on the USA Network, and the Wings and Fire at 10 p.m. on the USA Network as well.
All right, those are your games to watch. And after Wednesday, it is All-Star break. All-Star game is Saturday. Team Spoon versus Team Coop.
Well, they really celebrating their 30th anniversary and going in on it. Okay.
You're going to be honest, it's pretty much saying Team Playmaker versus Team Johnson.
Basically.
And we'll even know the rosters for both teams.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, so it's New York versus Houston. Great. In Chicago.
In Chicago.
In Chicago. The South team and the North team meet in the Midwest. But hey, it is what it is. We will recap All-Star game next week. Look at where everybody set going into the second half of the season. Look forward to the start of the second half of the season. And don't worry, we'll have some more stuff for you. Don't trust me. You'll have a shooting lights out next week. You will be ready. Okay. But any final words, Mr. Johnson?
Well, WNBA are running into the halfway point of the season. For the most part, it's been some good action, and it's been some positive motion forward. But we're also learning that the league still has a bit of a hiccup issue, definitely with the referees and with coaches not respecting players. We still have that issue, and of course, we still have the issue of the commissioner not owning a pair of balls. But I'm liking what I'm seeing in the 30th WNBA campaign. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how the All-Star game shakes out.
Until then, enjoy the rest of the week. Enjoy All-Star weekend, and we'll see you here next Monday. Cole Johnson, the Playmaker. Deuces.
You've done good. You've done great. But you can't stop here. You can't stop now. You gotta keep going. Through all your trials and your tribulations, you gotta keep pushing. Now, finish your canvas.
Yeah, gotta get it out the mud, that's the only way to win. Who am I to point the finger like